Welcome children, take out your geography book. Pollution and its sources. Today's topic is water pollution. Although our planet Earth is covered with 71% of water and 29% of land, the fast growing contamination of water is affecting both human as well as marine life. Now, our planet, as we all know, that our planet Earth, it covers with 71% of water and only 29% of land, and the water it is getting polluted by both human beings, and it is polluted, it is getting contaminated and is affecting the human beings as well as marine organisms. This means the creatures which stay in the water. The unequal distribution of water on the earth and this increasing demand due to increasing population is becoming a concern for all. Now, unequal means water is not distributed throughout the earth. Water is not distributed in an equal quantity. It is some part it is desert, some part it is deserted, some part it is mountains, some part so water is not equally distributed in all parts of the earth, and this increasing demand. Now, demand of water is increasing day by day because population is increasing day by day, and it is a great concern. It is a great concern for all human beings. Now, the pollution of water makes life difficult. Now, if the water is getting pollution, what it means? It makes life very difficult. Man has polluted not only the surface water but also groundwater. Now, we the human beings has not only polluted the surface water but also the groundwater. Millions of people die after consuming contaminated water every year. Now, millions of people die due to after drinking or using this contaminated water. Covering over 71% of Earth's surface, water is undoubtedly the most precious natural resources that exist on our planet. Now, water covers 71% of Earth's surface, but it is the most precious natural resources which exist on our planet Earth. Although we as human beings recognize this fact, we disregard it by polluting our rivers, lakes and oceans. Now, we as human beings, we know this, we recognize this fact, we know this fact. Still, what we do? We pollute our rivers, lakes and oceans. Consequently, we are slowly but surely harming our planet. That means we are only responsible slowly and surely. What we are doing? We are only harming our planet to the point where organisms are dying at a very alarming rate. Now here, organisms, they are dying at a very fast rate. In addition to innocent organisms dying, our drinking water has become greatly affected. Now, as this organism are dying at a very fast rate, even our drinking water, it has also greatly affected. In order to combat water pollution, we must understand the problem and become part of the solution. Now, in order to combat this situation, we must understand the problems and then become a part and take out a solution, part of this solution, become a part of this solution. Sources of freshwater pollution. Now, what are the sources of freshwater? Why these freshwater pollutions are getting polluted? Water pollution may be caused due to natural as well as human resources. Now, water pollution, it may be caused due to natural way or it may be caused due to human resources. Natural resources. The natural resources are gases, animal waste, living organisms, social minerals and other pollutants soluble in water. Now, natural resources. What are the natural resources? That is the gases, that is the animal waste, living organisms, social minerals and other pollutants which are mixed in the water. The poisonous minerals like nickel, cobalt, lead and mercury, etc. Now, poisonous minerals, what are the poisonous minerals? That is the nickel, cobalt, lead and mercury, etc. are also responsible for polluting the. These are also responsible for polluting the water. Human resources. Urbanization and industrialization have resulted in excessive water pollution. Now, urbanization and industrialization, they have resulted in too much of water pollution. The human resources of water pollution can be classified as. Now, human resources of water pollution, they can be classified like sewage and domestic waste. That is, first comes the sewage and domestic waste, second comes the industrial waste, third comes the agricultural waste, fourth comes the nuclear waste, fifth comes the oil spills, and sixth comes the thermal pollution. Now, sewage and domestic waste. Man uses water for drinking, watering the plants, bathing, cleaning, etc. Now, why man uses water? We the man, human beings, we uses water for various purposes. That is drinking water, we use water for drinking, watering the plants, bathing, cleaning, etc. With no proper infrastructure to dispose of this waste. Now, we don't have any proper infrastructure to dispose the wastewater. This contaminated water is poured into the rivers and coastal areas affecting the well. Now, the contaminated water, where we pour it into either in the rivers or in the coastal area, and this affects the marine life. The sewage contains synthetic detergents and microorganisms, that is animal dung and human facial material. There is a major source of water pollution. Now, this sewage, what does it contain? It contains synthetic detergent and even microorganisms, that is the animal dung, human facial material, and these are the major source of water pollution. Domestic waste includes detergents and fertilizers containing Now, domestic waste, what does it contain? One is the detergent and other is the fertilizers, which contain fertilizers which you give in plant. It contains phosphates. These phosphates, when released in water, promote growth in algae. Now, when these phosphates, they are mixed in the water, they promote the growth of algae. This is called the eutrophication. And what is it called? It is called eutrophication. This way, aquatic weeds grow in water bodies and become an hindrance to fishing and irrigation. Now, in this way, the aquatic weeds refers to the weeds, means unwanted plant which goes in water, water, and then become the obstacles for fishing and irrigation. Pollution is also caused when silt and other suspended solids such as soil, wash of ploughed fields, construction and logging sites, urban sites and eroded river banks penetrate. Now, pollution, it also caused when the silt or other suspended solids, that is soil, wash of ploughed fields, then construction, logging site, urban area, then eroded river bank when it rains. Under natural conditions, lakes, rivers and other water bodies undergo eutrophication. Now, under natural conditions, that is lakes, rivers and other water bodies undergo eutrophication, and algae process that slowly fills the water body with sediments and organic matter. Now, water bodies, they go under eutrophication and algae process. It slowly fills the water body with sediments and organic matter. When these sediments enter various bodies of water, fish respiration becomes impaired, plant productivity and water depth become reduced. Now, when these sediments enter the various bodies of the water, fish respiration, it becomes impaired. Plant productivity and water depth, it also gets reduced, and aquatic organisms and other environment, it also become very suffocating. Pollution in the form of organic matter enter waterways in many different forms as well. Now, pollution in the form of organic matter, it enters the waterways in different forms as well. That is levels and even the grass clippings, or as runoff, livestock, then feed loss and pastures. When natural bacteria, that is the natural bacteria and protozoa in the water break down the organic material, they begin to use up the oxygen dissolved in the water. Now, when this natural bacteria and protozoa in the water, they break down the organic material, what they start? They start to use up the oxygen which are dissolved in water. Many types of fish and bottom-dwelling animals cannot survive when levels of dissolved oxygen drop below. Now, many types of fishes and even the animals which lives at the bottom of the water, which takes this dissolved oxygen, and they cannot survive due to drop of oxygen to 2 parts per million. When this occurs, it kills aquatic organisms in large number, and when it occurs, it kills many aquatic organisms. Aquatic organism is organism which lives in water in large numbers, which leads to disruption in the food chain, and it leads to disruption in the food chain. And with this, I am ending my today's class. Goodbye.